Hi, can you shed more light about SP500? This is my interactive broker account, and every month I'm buying a small portion of SP500. SP500, or what it's called VO, or Vanguard SP500 ETF, is one of the most stock market ETF that is traded in the world. It tracks the performance of 500 largest and established companies in the United States, like the Amazon, Apple, Microsoft, Nvidia. You can know AI is the in thing these days. Tesla, Johnson & Johnson, Warren Buffett called Berkshire Hathaway. So it tracks the 500 best, and instead of trying to pick only one individual stock or one winning individual stock like Nvidia, you know, AI these days is the in thing. Investing in SP500 allows you to own a small piece of these top companies at once, and this is called diversification, and it helps reduce risk. If you look at it, this is how it is. You can see there it's performing. This one dates back to February 2026. You can see the performance up, down. But you can see at the height of the war, it really went down to 580. This 580.93. Now it has started picking up, because as of today, it's around that figure of 654, 6. This figure here, 656, 654. It has started picking up. So the movement it's affected by uncertainty. And when it's affected like this, in fact, I remember when it dipped this much, I put a substantial amount, because you know that is buying something good at a discount. So why should you invest in SP500? One is diversification. You're not only relying on only one company, but you are spreading your risk across 500 best. Can you imagine 500 best? Then there is proven growth. It has a long track record of steady long-term returns. If you go down here, you can see this is the cumulative performance. But let's go to the annualized performance. 1 year, 17.7% per year. 3 years, it has given an annual return of 18.2%, 28%, very good. 5 years, 12.02% per year. 10 years, 14.12%. Since its inception, 14.81%. These are annual returns. You can see a track record of steady long-term return, and here it's being compared with its peers. Then the other one, you don't need to analyze individual companies. Imagine now if I've invested in Nvidia, I've invested in Apple or Amazon, I'll be there, because I usually tell you the moment you invest in a company like Equity or in Nvidia, your ears need to be on the ground, so that anything to do with that business happening should be at your fingertips. Now, you may not have time to analyze all these individual companies, especially being that most of them are based abroad. You may not have the time. A Kenyan company, you can be able to analyze every now and then. So it's simplicity. It gives you simplicity. Then there is the compounding power. Reinvesting returns over time can significantly grow your wealth. Just imagine if you started 5 years ago investing kidogo, say even $100 per year, that comes to around $1,200 per year, because it's $100 per month. So and then it's grown by 12.02%. You're in good amount in your portfolio. 10 years, imagine 3 years, hata kama ulikuwa umefanya 3 years, you're in very good returns. And then you see now you benefit from the growth of the return, also the exchange gain, because we don't know Kenya shilling sahi may be very strong, but we don't know 5 years to come whether it will have weakened. So you are earning twice in terms of growth, in terms of this stock, this ETF, and also in terms of exchange gain. So it's one of the simplest and most reliable way of investing, and it's not a getting rich overnight scheme or a quick gain. It's about building wealth consistently over time by owning a piece of the world strongest companies. And these companies represent different sectors of the economy. There is technology, health, finance, energy, and many more. So once you invest in SP 500, you are essentially investing in a mix of the world's strongest and most successful businesses, not just one. So if you are there and you are interested, I would advise, if you are to do global investing, you can start with this SP 500 and hold it there for long term. Unaweka tu pesa kidogo kidogo, and then it doesn't mean that because now it's trading at 656 that you need to buy the whole 656. No, unaekaga, you can buy a portion of this. Only that I don't want to put a trade here. I have a trade which is already pending because I've put a good till date. Only that I don't want to put a trade because you'll see my account, it's like my CDS number, but now in abroad. But you can buy a portion. Even you can buy $50 of this, or even 100. You don't need to have 656 in your account. It's that simple. And then with time you continue buying, and before you know it, you have built a very strong portfolio in SP 500, or these 500 largest and most strong companies in the US. Thank you.